Day 82, Chapter 20, page 284. Why we should think about the future world. Jesus has brought heaven to view and presents its glory to our eyes in order that eternity may not be dropped out of our reckoning. With eternal realities in view, we will habitually cultivate thoughts of the presence of God. This will be a shield against the incoming of the enemy. It will give strength and assurance and lift the soul above fear. Breathing in the atmosphere of heaven, we will not be breathing the malaria of the world. Jesus comes to present the advantages and beautiful imagery of heaven, that the attractions of heaven shall become familiar to the thoughts, and memory's hall be hung with pictures of celestial and eternal loveliness. The great teacher gives man a view of the future world. He brings it, with all its attractive possessions, within the range of his vision. If he can fasten the mind upon the future life and its blessedness in comparison with the temporal concerns of this world, the striking contrast is deeply impressed upon the mind, absorbing the heart and the whole being. The Christian's motives. Motives stronger and agencies more powerful could never be brought into operation. The exceeding rewards for right doing, the enjoyment of heaven, the society of the angels, the communion and love of God and his Son, the elevation and extensions of all our powers throughout eternal ages. Are these not mighty incentives and encouragements to urge us to give the heart's loving service to our Creator and Redeemer? If we can meet Jesus in peace and be saved, forever saved, we shall be the happiest of beings. Oh, to be at home at last, where the wicked cease from troubling and the weary are at rest. I love to see everything that is beautiful in nature in this world. I think I would be perfectly satisfied with this earth, surrounded by the good things of God, if it were not blighted with the curse of sin. But we shall have the new heavens and new earth. John saw this in holy vision and said, I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of God is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and God himself shall be with them and be their God. O blessed hope, glorious prospect. The real and the tangible place. What a source of joy to the disciples to know that they had such a friend in heaven to plead on their behalf. Through the invisible ascension of Christ, all their views and contemplation of heaven are changed. Their minds had formerly dwelt upon it as a region of unlimited space, tenanted by spirits without substance. Now heaven was connected with the thought of Jesus, whom they had loved and reverenced above all others, and with whom they had conversed and journeyed, whom they had handled, even in the resurrection body. Heaven could no longer appear to them as indefinite, incomprehensible space, filled with intangible spirits. They now look upon it as their future home, where mansions were being prepared for them by their Redeemer. A fear of making the future inheritance seem too material has led many to spiritualize away the very truths which lead us to look upon our home. Christ assured his disciples that he went to prepare mansions for them in the Father's house. In the earth made new, the redeemed will engage in the occupations and pleasures that brought happiness to Adam and Eve in the beginning. The Eden life will be lived in the life of the garden and field.